Bad. Yeah, oh, listen to that shit. Yep.
Yeah, that was dope.
Thanks, man. Yo, you caught the tail end of that song?
Absolutely.
That was mind-opening by your boy, Closed Loop. Now,
Yep.
welcome to the show.
Welcome to Purple Walls Podcast, episode 6. I am your host, Kron Jonan.
Hi, you already know who I am, so fuck off.
Okay. Talk to him, Jazz. What's going
Hi,
on
how
today?
you guys doing today? I just wanted to thank all our followers and subscribers.
All 6 of them.
Yeah, all 6 of them. I'd like to thank Will for subscribing on 2 different accounts. And
Dude, you don't have to blow my spot up like that.
And I would like to thank myself for
Also
subscribing.
So we only have 3 subscribers, right?
Yeah, I think we have Clayton.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I actually really know of.
Kevin.
Oh yeah, Kevin and
from
Kevin.
work.
Yep.
So shout out to those subscribers.
Shout out to those
and
two guys.
And I know Craig watches. So
Well, you know what? That's honestly more important, in my opinion,
that
that people watch, because a lot of people can just click subscribe and never watch the fucking videos again.
Yeah.
Which is probably
we
what.
don't want no fake love. You
Yeah,
know,
dude, we want real hardcore followers, bro.
I watched. I looked up the stats on the YouTube, and our average person watches for 11 minutes.
That's not too bad.
I mean, whatever. It could be worse, you know.
And it's probably us.
Yeah, but I'm sure that because the amount of people is so small, there might be somebody who barely watches it at all, and that obviously changes the average of how long they watch.
Yeah, if they just click it for a second.
For a fucking second, you fucking
because who the fuck wants to listen to 2 random people that they don't even know who they are talk about what's going on in their personal lives?
Yeah.
That you guys have no idea, no context of what the fuck we're even talking about.
Yeah, man, why are we even doing this? Let's just fucking let's end it. Let's end it all.
End our lives.
You know, typical us, just starting the podcast off with some nice positive attitudes and, you know, good thoughts, you know, healthy thoughts. So
that's the way it usually goes.
Absolutely.
You know,
it
starts off good and then
and then it goes off the rails, and then before you know it, we're talking about suicide and eating meatballs out of people's asses and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, is that what you guys want to hear? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Drop a comment below. Smash that subscribe button.
Hit the bell and
ring ding.
Fucking pull on your dick.
Yeah, ring my bell, boy.
Fucking have some noodles.
Dude, I could go for some Thai pad noodles right now.
Yeah, I mean, that Oriental shower song made me want to take a shower and go to the Orient.
And get a massage.
Yeah, it makes me feel like, yeah, it was pretty relaxing. I'm big on, you know what ASMR is?
I feel like I've heard of it.
It's basically, sounds that, like, convey a certain level of, like, I don't know, they do stuff to your brain, you know what I mean? So someone like whisper, you know how, like, they have like a girl whispers like this and I'll suck your dick, and that's ASMR. She's like talking to you seductively and stuff. ASMR is like you respond mentally to certain
what does it
sounds.
stand for, do you know?
I don't know. I Google it. Audio
suck my
stimulation something. Yep. No idea. But ASMR for me, like, a big one is rain. Like if like I like laying down at night, and if it's raining out, I'll like open the window and just listen
calming.
to it. Yeah, it's calming.
Yeah.
My dad used to be like that too.
He liked the sounds of the rainforest.
Yeah, he had rainforest like track, and he would just go lay down and go to sleep to it.
I remember that. I remember when I first started coming over your house, I used to think that it was like actually storming out. Yeah, because I would like hear it like the rumbling and shit, like of like the thunder in the seat on the CD, and then I was like, oh yeah, it's fucking.
Honestly, that's probably why I like it, is because my dad liked it.
Yeah.
And I remember like just hanging out with him downstairs sometimes, and we would do what's called camping. We would call it camping, and it was basically just hanging out in the living room, just fucking
with some pillows,
hanging out, and just chilling, basically.
With some bowl of popcorn,
nice bowl of pops,
some sody pops,
Shout out to sody pops.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a soda?
Yesterday.
Really? I haven't been drinking soda, dude.
Well, do you consider an energy drink a soda?
No,
but it's the same thing, pretty much.
I don't know. I just don't like. I don't, because I feel, well, especially the energy drinks I drink, they don't have as much sugar and shit.
You drink low carb.
Yeah, low carb ones. But I mean, it's all fake sugar anyway. It's just as bad for you. But yeah, I don't know. soda has like a really sugary taste, and
it's that syrup.
Yeah. I don't feel like energy drinks, they have sugary taste, but not the same.
Yeah, it's not like, it doesn't like coat your mouth.
Yeah.
With, like syrupy film.
And we wonder why we're all fucking fat and dying on the inside.
Addicted to things.
Addicted to heroin.
Yeah. It all started with the high fructose corn syrup.
High fructose heroin syrup.
Pretty much, dude. I remember when I was like real young, like in elementary school, and I used to like sneak downstairs and take sugar cubes out of the
really?
like the pantry, and just like eat sugar cubes.
The beginning of your
my
thievery and addiction,
yeah.
Your scumbag.
And then like I thought about like when I would go Halloween trick or treating.
Yeah.
I'd like come home and I would just like fucking eat candy until I got sick. You know what I mean? Like fucking no self control at all.
Absolutely not. But I mean, at least you went out and fucking went trick or treating. I feel like kids nowadays don't even go trick or treating anymore.
Yeah, but at least they didn't get addicted to heroin.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse though. You could still be addicted to it.
That's true.
You could still be addicted to candy too.
I am.
I know.
I definitely don't eat candy as much as I used to, but
neither, dude.
I used to fucking love the candies.
I do too. Dude, look at me. I'm fucking fat.
I like the candy apples.
I love candy.
You don't like candy.
No, I don't anymore.
Yeah, but you used to maybe.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, I could polish off a whole bag of Reese's cups, no problem.
Oh my god, I could go for
What is your favorite candy?
I honestly don't really have like a very favorite candy, but like I don't know. I guess like Reese's is good, like pretty much.
Fuck yeah. You better like the fucking Reese's or we're not friends.
Yeah.
Because Reese's is where it's at.
Do you like Toblerones? Toblerones, those little like.
Honestly, I know I have had them, but I don't remember what they taste like.
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember whatsoever.
Yeah, those are pretty good. They're different. It's
what are they?
It's just like chocolate and like there's some kind of nut, but it's like crushed up.
Yeah.
So it's not just like
it's got
a
like
huge
texture.
nut. Yeah, exactly. And then nougat, I think.
Nougat.
Yeah.
Ted Nougat.
Ted Nougat. Yeah, he's also killing the game. Ted Nugent.
Shout out to Ted Nugent and post word working. Everybody's killing it lately.
Yo, shout out to Chris Sununu for fucking winning the governorship.
Fuck that. Who gives a shit? Fuck off, Chris Sununu. I hope you fucking.
And also Chuck Massoff.
Massahoff. He won too?
He won the sheriff.
Well, I'm glad you know because I don't give a fuck.
Just want to keep the folks updated on the local politics.
Yeah. You should run.
We should also talk about Stan Lee.
Oh yeah, rip Stan Lee.
R.I.P.
I can fucks with that.
Yeah, because you know more about Stan Lee than I do.
Yeah, well, I mean, Stan Lee's just the fucking.
He was a good comic. Yeah, he was a good comic.
Marvel, dude. Everyone loves Marvel.
He wrote and illustrated the comics, right?
At some point, and then
like when they first started.
Yeah, and then he, obviously there's a whole bunch of other artists and writers now.
How old do you think that motherfucker was?
He was 95, I think.
No way.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm pretty sure he was old as fuck.
Holy tits.
Yeah, I actually have a comic book. It's Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends edition 1, 9.6 graded, and it has Stan Lee's fucking.
It's SIG.
Yeah, a signature on it. Yeah, and
Did
it's
you
like
get that
it's like verified.
You got it on eBay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember maybe when you got that.
Yeah, I copped that shit.
It was a while back, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was probably like when I was still in college, so it's so like 5 years ago maybe.
Yeah,
roughly, give or take. But yeah, I mean, Stan Lee's the man, dude. He was getting sick, and everyone knew he was gonna pass pretty soon.
Well, 95 years old, that's fucking pretty old.
Yeah, dude. If I can live to be half of that, I'll be fucking happy, dude. I don't know. I guess I don't really care how long I live anymore. What about you?
Yeah, well, half of that's like fucking only
47
something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what expectations realistically do you have for yourself?
I don't really know at this point, dude, because I didn't think I'd even make it this far. So
really, you honestly didn't believe
we'll
you would make it this old?
Yeah, we'll
dude,
see.
I had that fucking like I had that hit me this morning when I woke up this morning. I was like, dude, I'm about to be 30. Like, fuck, God, fucking damn it. It makes me feel like shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like at least I can look at it half full and half empty.
Yeah,
at least I'm only 30.
Realistic,
yeah. Yeah, I mean because there's like we were talking about this on the last podcast. There's people who are way older than us and they're still fucking idiots and will always be idiots.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not 10th level woke or anything, but at least I'm bringing my life to a new direction.
Yeah, it's because you haven't taken all that acid.
Yeah.
in succession.
Oh yeah. How many? It's 10
hits for 10 days.
For 10 years.
For 10 weeks for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
So
it's another level.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
You know what I was?
It's too many.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? I actually like Googled it, or not Googled it, but YouTube. Remember Waking Life?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, remember when we watched it at my house? Fucking tripping ball sack.
Yeah, dude, that was a good ass movie.
Yeah, that was a good ass time. Was that? Do you remember what we were on? Was that the time that I took mushrooms? I'm trying to. I think it was. I think it was the time I took Molly and mushrooms, and it was mushrooms for the first time.
Was Travis there? Because that was the time that we took mushrooms.
No, I guess it must have been acid then.
Yeah.
Because I remember Travis being there too.
Yeah, I think it was acid.
I remember us like walking in the dark.
Yeah,
down the
right
street.
after a storm.
Yeah, and it
looks so creepy.
Wasn't like the power out? Was the power?
Yeah,
out?
I think the power was out.
And it was like all the trees had fallen down and everything was shut off from the road, and we were like just
walking into the abyss.
We were walking down the road, and I remember the road like just turning like abnormal, like it looked like a roller coaster or some shit, and we were walking straight, and then all of a sudden it looked like it was going like that, dude. I never had done mushrooms before. It fucking freaked me the fuck out. I think that was the closest I've ever come to, like, when you think about, you know, you see it in the movies, people taking drugs and they freak the fuck out. That was the closest I've ever come to that, like, where I would just start like, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
Yeah, I was losing my mind.
I've done that on mushrooms, dude, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, like out loud, like, yelled,
really?
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I was at least, like, by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I didn't look like a crazy person to other people.
Man. You know, I was thinking about, I've been watching, do you know who Joey Diaz is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching a lot of his just like stand-ups and, you know, his stuff on Joe's podcast and shit. And it made me realize that even though, you know, we were pretty heavy users, some people are just way fucking worse, dude. Some people are so bad that it's, you know, it's detrimental to everything that they do, like, absolutely. And I guess at some point I was like that. I guess with the heroin, I was like that. But some people go like Joey went like 25 years doing blow.
I know,
like every day.
There was, you might even seen this podcast. It was like one of the recent ones on Joe Rogan with Joey Diaz, and he's like talking about how he doesn't sleep well. And Joe's like, "Have you ever tried melatonin?" And he goes, "Dog, I did cocaine for 25 years." He goes, "I did that." He's like, "None of that shit's gonna help me." He's like, the GABA, the GABA gooba. He's like.
Yeah, no, I mean, at least you can say that you haven't been like that.
Yeah, no, I always try to put things into perspective like that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely, like, way more off the rails than some people, but then there's other people that, you know, some people do drugs and they don't have, like, the common sense to like regulate it
or like look at themselves objectively.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Keep going and, you know, like, I think a good example of that would be like Fast Nick.
Yeah,
just continuously destructive and never taking a step back and looking at themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And at least you can say you're healthy enough to do that.
Yeah, exactly. No, like I think about that, dude. Like, yeah, I did, you know, shoot heroin, and I never made a habit out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I weren't fucking banging dope for
I wasn't like hanging out with like, you know, like people that like were well connected with it, and like the one person that I was, you know how that ended up. So like,
absolutely.
You know, like it was just I just like realized that like it was like just not it wasn't like the crowd I wanted to be around and shit like that. At least you had that
common
exactly,
sense.
And like some people just like fucking. I don't know. I don't know what the mindset of other people are that are like that. Like, I'm thinking about, like, you know, kids that think it's cool to, like, be in Mass and Lawrence and, like, sell drugs and shit, you know what I mean? Like, you know, those kind of people, like, wonder what their mindset is, you know, and they probably just don't think, they're not deep thinkers. They don't have that fucking, that curse, that gift and that curse to, like, look at shit from...
Like, be cerebral, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and look at shit from a perspective.
I think, and I've been thinking about this a lot since I've been sober, and I'm reading that Adult Alcoholics book. I'm almost done with it, too.
Nice.
I think it's very obvious to say that a large percentage of the way you perceive the world and the way you process information and the way you think about things around you is strictly based on the way you grew up and who you know, like who your parents were and how your parents raised you and shit like that. And I think a lot of those kids that, you know, just don't have the ability to look at themselves in an objective way. They just came up from, you know, shitty fucking backgrounds where their you know, parents were scumbags and you know,
or didn't have parents around.
Right, or just absent, you know. I know that a lot of my issues as a human being are because of my parents, but my parents weren't that bad, you know what I mean?
No.
It's very obvious that the way you're brought up affects you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And what was I gonna say? Oh, my therapist. I think I was telling you this one of the other podcasts that she was talking about, like some of her, you know, whatever you want to call them, clients or patients or whatever. They've had their parents like pimp them out and shit, like fucking selling them for sex and like, shit. Like that's
pretty bad.
Yeah, and I know when we were in high school, there was some pretty fucked up kids that doing fucked up.
Yeah,
shit.
and like that's not a good. I feel like that's not a good thing to like base, you know, like to like judge how, like if a parent is a good parent by comparing it to like someone a terrible parent, and a terrible parent, right. You know what I mean? Like to be like, well, at least that parent's not doing that, you know what I mean? Doesn't make them a good parent, but at least they're not doing that, I guess.
Well, I think you could even cross that over to people in general. Yeah, like you could say that.
right.
Some people, you don't want to compare two people, or you know, look at someone who's less of a human being, or you consider less of a human being, and say, well, at least this person isn't doing that.
Yeah.
You know, and I struggle with that, and I still do to this day, and I'm starting to kind of relinquish my stubbornness as far as that's concerned. I had a conversation with Phyllis, and I was like, do you think, so I think I said this in another podcast too, but if you take everybody's like if you take two people and you list out their characteristics of who they are, do you think that it's possible that some people are better than others just based on who they are? And she was like, yeah, and I didn't want to admit that to myself. I wanted to pretend, or I had this ideology or this idea that everybody is good and bad, like the yin and yang thing. But if you really think about it, some people are just better than other people. It's just the way it is. And I guess that's just human evolution and the way people are brought up. Some people are just smarter and you know, morally better and so on and so forth, and some people aren't. And
well, that's where like the question comes in though, about morally correct, because your idea of morally correct isn't necessarily everyone else's. Yeah. And is there a right? A moral, you know what I mean, code?
Yeah.
Is there? But I think it's only right for what you feel.
Yeah.
But that's subjective to individuals. You know, like it's so fucked up, dude. Yeah. Like everyone's just living in their own world,
and
you know what
guessing
I mean?
Yeah,
and they're trying to like coexist with people, but like you know how it is. Like you're a different person when you're by yourself, you know, compared to when you're with anyone, you know, and especially like people that you're not comfortable around. You're like, I mean, you're like a little bit less of, you know, a friggin' good example because you're usually yourself around people, but you're still different when you're by yourself. You know?
I think I practiced that a lot when I was younger, and I still practice it to this day of doing that transition of trying to stay true to who I am, even in front of people. And I really did practice for a long time how to just not, because I used to, when I was a kid, I used to have that, like, what does this person think of me in the back of my head? And I just shut that off. I still have it somewhat, but not nearly the way I used to.
It doesn't like affect your like.
I used to hyper focus on it. Like, what does this person think about me? Like, what is the right thing to say in the spot? You know, and how are they going to react? And now I've worked on how to transition from being alone to being with people and kind of staying consistent. Obviously, you're gonna change. But the least amount possible, in my opinion, is the way to go about it.
Yeah,
because you just know those fucking people that are just fucking full of shit.
Yeah,
you know, they just put on an act in front of people and just
like Ray Magician, the one that used to work at 900, the small little girl.
Oh
with red hair.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Hello, my beautifuls and handsomes. Welcome.
Love ya.
She like lied about that too. She said that she never. I I told everybody that she said that, and she said that she didn't. She's full of shit. Fuck off.
What? That she didn't what?
Say, oh, goodbye, my beautiful and
she
handsome.
always
She
says it.
Fucking definitely says
She says
that
it
shit.
like every night.
She was just embarrassed because I was making fun of her for it, so she just lied to everyone and said she didn't say that.
Yeah, she's a conniving
Fuck
hoe.
you. Fuck off.
I hope she watches this shit so she could fuck off.
Gotta have that hate. We were having some positivity.
Hate.
Speaking about hate, didn't you have something to talk about?
Oh yeah, Jennifer Collins, aka Jeremy Collins, or Jason Collins.
Yeah,
sorry, Jeremy Collins. I didn't mean to.
If there is a Jeremy,
there is, and he lives in Danville. Sorry about that. But yeah, all right. So I was having myself a little spiritual experience last night, and I'm scrolling through Facebook.
Was your dick hard?
No, not at all. But I had already jacked off, so.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, dude, that's weird. Wait a minute. You were on Facebook hunting even after you had jerked off.
I was just bored scrolling.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I was just bored scrolling, and I see a selfie pic of Jennifer Collins, who I've already had my speculations about.
Yeah.
So
skepticism.
Yeah. So I fucking check it. I look at a picture, and I'm thinking this has got to be a dude. So I'm looking up Collins. I just type in Collins in Facebook. I don't see the kid that I think I know who is Ashley Collins' sister. So
you mean brother?
Brother. Yeah. So then I was like kind of like I was like almost like weirding myself out.
Really?
Yeah. Like I was like, dude, I need to find out if like this is like because like I was like 80% sure. You know what I mean? I just needed someone to be like, yeah, that's
yourself
yeah. And then,
you should have just called me or texted me. I would have told you.
You would have known.
Yeah.
I see. I almost thought about it,
did.
and then I was just like, I don't know who the fuck knows this person, this thing.
Yeah, I knew.
So I went to bed. Eventually I put it out of my mind, and I went to bed, and then I just got confirmation from fucking Pud that it is indeed a male. And it fucking confirmed my speculations.
How does that make you feel, sir?
Honestly, I was relieved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just relieved to know that I could get rid of that person and
block them out.
Yeah, block them from Facebook because no offense to anyone that thinks that they're actually a woman, even though that they have a dick, but I just don't really care to associate with people like that, especially if I don't even really know them.
Yeah.
You know, I've never said 2 words to that kid before he was a girl.
Yeah.
So
let me pose a question to you. If I did that, would you still talk to me?
I probably would, but I would be very questionable about it. You'd have to really like do some convincing. Yeah.
What do you think makes you skeptical about that whole? Because this is honestly a pretty big issue just in general about like gender and sex because they have all those like people now that want to identify as their own unique sex or whatever. They think they're like a fucking fox or like whatever, and they want to be identified as like an animal and shit like that. What makes you skeptical about it?
I mean, what's not to be skeptical about it? You know what I mean? Like that's not like things weren't like that like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
and I don't. It's just like it doesn't make sense. There's like chromosomes, like they fucking.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest argument you can make is that every person is born with
a set of chromosomes.
Right, and even the ones that are born both sexes, one of them's generally more dominant than the other. And I can go along with people who want to do that. Do what you want, man. You know what I mean? Do what you want. But at the same time, under my own free will as a human being, I don't have to, like, especially the people that have, like, they want to identify as, like, a fucking animal and shit. I don't have to call you that, dude. I don't have to, like, if you want to be known as, like, a fox or whatever the fuck you want me to call you, I'm not doing that. I get it. If you want to do that and pretend that you are, go ahead. I'm not going to tell you not to, but you can't force me to address you as something that you're fucking not, you know?
You know what that is? That is the ultimate troll.
Yeah.
To just be like a white person being like, I'm African American. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
identify me.
I identify as an African American. Like you're just trolling. Like you don't believe that. You know what I mean? Like I don't believe that you actually believe that. I think that you're just like you just need attention or something. You know what I mean? Like,
or you might just be fucked up in the head.
Yeah, exactly. Or you might, exactly. So maybe you do actually believe it if you're fucked up in the head. I don't know.
I mean, I get it. Individualism, be who you are. You know what I mean? Do what you want, but you can't as soon as you're forcing me,
other people, to act a different way.
I'm not.
Well, like, how do you feel about? This is kind of like I would like to talk to someone with a kid. Well, how do you feel about like a male, like a full grown like hairy male that has like fake implant tits and is wearing a dress, goes into the bathroom that your 5-6-year-old daughter is in the public restroom using? No, like that's not cool. You know what I mean? So like now they've raised the question, like, should they have their own fucking bathrooms? And it's like. It's just out of control.
It's getting weird.
It's just out of control, dude. It's just like people being dumb, fighting about shit that shouldn't even be a question. You know what I mean? Because if people didn't, like, I don't know. It's just stupid. It's just dumb. I don't know.
Maybe you could even you could make the argument that even the sex bathrooms are dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I guess like. There's always gonna be predators, and I guess there's the whole idea that predators are normally male figures most of the time. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but going into the public bathroom, you probably run just as big of a risk as being anywhere in public.
Right, regardless of like you could be in either bathroom and it could run a risk. And realistically, if your kid's that young, you're probably gonna be in there with them anyway.
You should be in there.
But it's still kind of weird, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just that's a whole weird subject, and I choose not to really talk about it because
it offends people.
It offends people, and it's just a stupid thing to fucking discuss. Yeah. Like, in my opinion, it's a big topic, but like it's stupid. It shouldn't be a big topic.
Yeah, if you want to dress like a woman and have a sex change and be a woman, go for it. That's fine. But as soon as you're starting to project your bullshit on other people, it's like, dude, I don't have to identify you. If you want to be called a girl, that's fine. If you have a new name, that's fine. But don't make me pretend like you're not a man that became a woman.
So use the men's bathroom.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Just because you have fake tits and you're wearing a dress doesn't mean you can use the girl's bathroom. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess.
I mean, granted, I've used the girls' bathroom multiple times when there's either a fucking line or that's the only option.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I wouldn't use it because I thought I was a female.
Yeah.
And I know I have a dick between my legs. And get that shit cut off and get a hole drilled in your fucking scrotum, and then you can use it.
Well, I mean, it just goes so far, that whole thing where, everybody, you have to be completely accepting of all things now, and like
why do I have to be
triggered by everything?
It's so weird how soft everything has gotten.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I feel like it all started with Reagan, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, because in the 80s.
Wait a minute, what theory is this? Let me hear this, bad boy.
Well, no, just because like Reagan had his whole like campaign was like say no to drugs, and the whole like crack epidemic of the 80s was like a result of like
the drug war.
Yeah, remember there was like that, we were watching a documentary and they had that huge operation in the 80s where they were just like they were driving tanks through like people's houses in California doing drug busts and shit like that.
I remember,
dude, and like, that's where I feel like that's where it started. That's when the war on drugs started, and then that's when like everything started getting really controlled and restricted, and like freedoms, like people's like freedoms were getting taken away, like the Patriot Act, and shit was before that. They were tapping shit since like the 70s, like tapping phones, but it's just now they can do it legally.
Well, that I think there's an argument to be made about we're losing our freedoms, so we like hyper focus on the ones that we still have left. You know what I mean?
And try to get new ones, such as I should have my own bathroom because I think I'm a female.
Yeah, or what back in the day when there wasn't, a lot of technology and innovation, you had to survive. It didn't matter if you gave a fuck. If you thought you were a girl, then you thought you were a girl. But
it wasn't a topic.
You didn't have to. You had to fucking survive as a human being.
Right.
And most people wouldn't give a fuck. But now that we're all stuck behind a computer.
Yeah, and advertising.
Everyone just hyper focuses on everything. If you want to dress like a girl, go for it, dude. I don't give a fuck. Just stop getting offended if I don't want to like fall for your shit.
Yeah.
You can't tell me a story that you're a guy that chops his dick off and now you're a girl and I'm just supposed to be like, oh yeah, I'm just not doing that.
No,
you know what I mean? Like I respect you. I respect your individualism. Do what you want, but you cannot make me think otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
You just can't. And when you get offended by me thinking that way, that's where I get mad. It's like, all right, I get it. Do what you want, but don't fucking get mad at me if I don't want to jump on board.
You don't want to play along.
Yeah, it's like that'd be like saying like, oh, I'm a pirate, and you must address me as a pirate.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only way I'm going to talk to you. And it's just like, no, fuck off, dude. I'm not doing that. And I get a bunch of people get butthurt about it and whatever. It's fucking whatever, dude.
Yeah. You know what? It's just fucking one of them things that is a stupid.
A lot of people will call you a homophobe, though. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
definitely.
A lot of people say you're homophobic
That's
because you don't accept, whatever, transgender or whatever the fuck you call it. I accept all people, but
I never really said that I didn't accept it. I just said that I don't want to be associated with those people.
And I can understand that.
But they would take that as
as offensive.
Not offensive. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and
the LGBT community.
Well, I mean that's, Bill Burr has a bit about that where he talks about some girl calls him a homophobe when he's at lunch with her because two guys start making out in front of him and he has like a reaction real quick and she's like, oh, what the fuck is that? Are you homophobic? And he's like, no, dude, but just
you're not used to seeing it.
I like fucking straight sex, and when I see two men making out, it's just like a visceral. It's just a reaction that I have. I'm the way I am. It's not that He was like, it's not that I hate all gays and I don't want them in my neighborhood. It's just when I see two men fucking kissing, I can't ignore that. It's just the way it is. It's not like I hate them and I want them to die.
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't like it, and I guess that's completely fine with me.
I know. Well, homophobe means you're afraid of homosexuals.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think that term might be getting thrown around.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, I definitely do. What was I gonna say? If I believe that if you want the freedom to express yourself in that manner, I should have the freedom not to accept it if I choose, and you shouldn't get mad about it. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds
That sounds reasonable.
Pretty legit to me. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
Yeah. I had another question to pose to you, Jazz.
Oh yeah.
And I want your insight on this one. So I was thinking a lot lately, and I've come to the conclusion that as far as substances are concerned, I hold a certain level of responsibility towards my peers and my friends because I chose to do drugs and alcohol with them, and I condoned their behavior like by accepting it and doing it with them. And I was wondering, how do you feel about that? Do you accept that responsibility and it's okay with you? Do you regret doing that? And because like you've talked about the way you've gotten me into drugs and stuff like that, and how you felt like that's influenced you, and do you think that there's some sort of guilt in there because people like to get fucked up with people. Yeah, they always want someone to do it with. Do you think there's a certain level of responsibility you should take, and how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, what can you do about it at this point except learn from it and move on?
Yeah. So, but do you feel like in the past you should hold some responsibility for being there and doing?
Definitely, especially if you like got it for him. You know what I mean? Like sold it to him, then definitely. Yeah,
because I just realized partaking in the act with somebody is condoning their behavior and kind of helping them continue to do it. You know?
Enabling.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. And I was just wondering if you have any regrets as far as that's concerned. And
I kind of live my life with no ragrets.
Ragrets?
Yeah.
Rugrats? You got no Rugrats, son?
You ever seen We Are the Millers?
No, what is that?
It's just a comedy movie that came out like a few years ago, but the kid gets a tattoo and it's supposed to say no regrets, but it spelled with an A instead of an E.
No ragrets?
Ragrets, yeah. No, and he's like, so you don't have any regrets, huh? And he's like, no, single one. But yeah, no, I don't have regrets like that because I mean, it's just like, I spent time beating myself up about that kind of stuff because you know what I've been through,
Yep.
What happened here and everything. So
Absolutely.
So of course I spent time, beating myself up about that. But I mean, like, life carries on, and then I have regrets even, about my dad, and like that's just
what specifically about Dad?
Oh, I really would rather not really get into it.
Okay, sure.
But it's just like things that I now that he's gone, I'm just like I can never, he can never see me succeed now.
Yeah.
I never gave him that chance, and there was a lot of, I felt like I disappointed him a lot, and.
Yeah.
And I feel now that he's gone, like there's nothing I can do nothing about that now.
Yeah.
So I live with that regret.
Yeah.
And that's why I like started doing all this, like doing my own business and everything, because it was just like I felt like I was like I should have done this when he was alive, and now I kind of need to do it. Yeah. So
well, I think I think just doing it in itself has its own merit in as far as one. You're finally getting to do it, and it's influenced by him.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter if he didn't get to see you do it when he was alive, because you're now doing it because of him.
Right.
So it's a double-edged sword, but at the same time, it's like, if he wasn't gone, would you have done it?
Right, which I probably wouldn't have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a double-edged, and that's, honestly, man, a lot of things in life are like that, where something bad has to happen to put things in perspective for you. It just has to happen.
Yeah, that's so funny that you just said that, because I remember that, like, one of the first times I was tripping, I was probably like 17 or 18 on mushrooms, and I was with Nick Artazzoni, and I was like bugging out, like kind of losing my shit. I had eaten like an eighth it was like my second or third time eating mushrooms, and I was bugging out, and I was just like, something bad needs to happen. Like I was like, something needs to happen so that it like takes me out of like this like state of mind.
Right. Your idea was that if something bad enough happened, it would like scare you.
Yeah, it would like snap me out of it. Yeah, exactly. But that's kind of almost like an analogy. You know what I mean? Where it's like, that's how my whole life has been, dude. I just learn through very hard trial and error. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that, and I think this isn't even a speculation. I think it's absolute fact that character is built based on hardships, and any strong individual has had hardships in their life, and that's the only way to test your true self and see what happens afterwards.
Yeah.
People that crumble after something really bad happens are just weak people, and people are resilient, and they learn from their mistakes, and they learn when bad things happen. And you can't learn unless something like that happens to you. You just can't. So I mean, I can understand that. I have lots of regrets as far as my dad not being here as well, and the only thing I can do when I think about it is I can just think about carrying on what he gave to me, and also keeping it in perspective as far as, when it comes to my situation. My dad was sick; he was dying, and there's a part of me that's happy that he's gone.
Yeah,
and I definitely feel a lot of like regret as far as I didn't do what I needed to. Like I let him down, and I wasn't as successful as I could have been and stuff like that. But there's always time to be successful, and as long as I do it and think of him, and it's
you just brought a thought to my mind that like we were real young, like when our dads passed away. So it's not like in all fairness, like we never like we didn't have enough time to like show them that we could do this. You know what I mean?
And also in the timing for both of us.
Exactly.
Just weak parts of our lives.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
And
that's like another thing. That's why it drove me to stop drinking alcohol too. Was like, I think I stopped because I was like, oh, I got in trouble again. You know what I mean? But I think the reason why I've stayed stopped is because I really do think about my dad. Like when that's one of the regrets is that like, you know, like his probably last like coherent memory is like me getting in trouble and like shit. You know what I mean? Like getting a DWI. So I was like, I really was like beating myself up about, and that's why I'm sticking with the not drinking, because I'm just like, dude, like I made him probably like so disappointed right before he died. You know, so I was like, all right, I gotta stop doing this.
I think with me, as far as the regret is concerned, is that I spent so much time doing heroin and shit when he was sick, and I, you know, even just getting drunk when he wasn't sick, and getting fucked up when he wasn't sick, and like partying with my friends.
Yeah, not spending time.
Yeah,
with him.
I should have just spent more time with him, man. And there's a lot of reasons for why we didn't. He kind of had his social fucking issue, and he just was kind of better off alone a lot of the time. But at the same time, the regret can only go so far before I think of, hey, Dad, I love you, man, and I miss you, and I can have regret and bad feeling, but the good feeling about him, thinking about him, far outweighs the regret.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what keeps me from kind of, you know, having a negative opinion about the whole situation.
Yeah, me too. And I always just think, you know, if he could see me now, he'd be like, you know, he'd be stoked. So, you know, so it's just, life goes on. What the fuck was that?
What the fuck?
Did you hear that?
Hello?
Hey, was there shit going on here?
Yeah, there was that, and then hold on. One more fucking thing I wanted to bring up to you, and I can't fucking remember what it was.
I bet you will remember.
Oh, good. Fuck.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm. You had some Milano cookies. Fucking you like Milano cookies?
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're not like my favorite, but I like the ones that have caramel, little like caramel layer in them.
Caramel,
A little caramel.
Just a
little thin caramel layer right in between the chocolate and the cookie.
Yeah. No, I haven't had those ones. Those are good.
Oh my god.
What are those called?
Caramel Milanos or some shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I could only eat those if I dip them in milk. The Milano.
And if you eat the whole bag.
Oh yeah. That's just
when
like
you put them in the milk, they just like so soft.
Soak it up. Dude, fucking. That's just like the Ben and Jerry's. If I open the bag of Milano, they ain't. I'm not rolling that bag back up and putting it in the cabinet for later. Fuck all you people who do that too. By the way, eat fucking dicks.
That's a single serving.
Yeah, one bag, single serving. Fuck with me, dude. I don't give a shit.
Fuck what it says on the back.
And honestly, ever since I started eating healthy, I just made that. I've come to that realization that I can't eat. It's just like drugs and alcohol. I can't eat cookies because if I eat cookies, I'll eat the whole fucking bag, and that's it. So I just stay away from them.
Done deal.
I have my fucking cheat meal. Oh, I haven't had my cheat meal today.
What are you gonna have?
I don't know. I'm thinking about a pizza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I might
from Georgie's.
Oh, I gotta go to Georgie's.
Yeah.
And have a pizza. Fucking nice Jorge pie.
Jorge
I might
Paisada. Paisada. Jorge Paisada.
Baseball player?
Yeah.
I might go with bacon pineapple.
That's a fucking. I was actually almost gonna order that earlier for lunch, and
I bet you were.
I went for a sub instead.
What kind of sub?
Buffalo chicken.
What did you have on it?
Lettuce, mayonnaise. No, lettuce, blue cheese, and American cheese.
Yeah, that's it.
And buffalo chicken. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't fuck with blue cheese. I hate blue cheese.
You hate it?
That's not that I hate it. I like it less than ranch.
You like ranch better? Yeah. Yeah, you've always been a hardcore ranch fan. You actually kind of got me started on ranch because I remember you would always have it like as a dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Like I never really I always just used
in the
ketchup.
Fridge.
Yeah, the squirt bottle, the Ken's. Fucking, you would always just have that on deck, like that honey mustard, and like I'd be like, oh, that's actually pretty good eating like chicken nugs with that shit.
You know what fucking makes me laugh is like, oh, I got you into honey mustard and ranch. You got me into opiates and heroin and fucking cocaine or whatever the fuck.
And all kinds of fun things.
All kinds of great things. And then when we
did you have more fun eating fucking chicken nuggets
fuck
or Molly
no.
Rocks? Molly Rocks?
Give me a Molly Rock all day. Dude, sometimes I have that moment where I'm like, fuck, I can't do drugs anymore. And I'm like, fuck. And it makes me feel bad. but I just got to keep going with it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that someday in my life I will like at least do hallucinogens again. Yeah. I will take a tab or something like that, but I'm not thinking about doing it anytime soon, and I'm just
don't need to.
Yeah, I'm just fucking going with it. I'm just thinking to myself, I've gone so far not doing drugs. Might as well just fucking try not doing them.
Yeah, for a while and see
just
what
keep
happens.
going and see what the fuck happens. And then people like, and another thing I realized, this is actually what I was gonna say, is I realized that drugs, alcohol are
ruining my life.
I'm high too, bitch. Quit grabbing my t-shirt. No, they're like the thrill that I had in my life. Yeah. So I need to find
now life sucks.
Yeah. I think that's like what I struggle with the most is like my life is fucking mundane now that I stopped, and I have to figure out a way to not make it mundane without fucking getting fucked up. Like if I have to become like a fucking longshore fisherman or something, fucking Iceland fucking crab fisherman or some shit, something crazy, dude.
You never know, like, you know what I mean? Like, how the fuck do people get into that? Who knows? Like, maybe just one day they're like, I'm gonna try doing this.
Yeah, I think some of them are just badass people, because there's people in this world that psychologically don't feel fear.
I know.
Yeah, that must be a crazy.
Their medulla oblongata is all fucked up. Isn't that the thing? Is that the thing that controls fear?
I'm pretty anger. I think.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know what the fuck. I'm not a neuroscientist.
Yeah. You know what? I wish I wasn't such a lazy piece of shit, because I would like to know. I would like to know more about like human biology.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
biology
or biology is like your inside, right? Yeah. Just like whatever's going, like, because I don't know what my inside looks like. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I had a better understanding of what was going on inside, I'd be able to like feel better or do things that would like make me feel better.
You think if you knew the way your body was constructed and worked, you could help your health?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, maybe look into it, dude.
I know, but I won't.
Yeah. Well, then stop fucking bitching about it. Right? Go fuck yourself.
No, I didn't bitch about it. I just said I wish I knew more about it.
You know what I want to do? I want to or I've been thinking about doing. I think I might attempt to go to school for psychology, because I'm really fascinated by what causes people to think the way they do and shit like that. And I just, ran it by my therapist, and she was like, as long as you keep going, because I guess like my therapist said, she had to go through therapy to become a therapist, because when you're a therapist, you don't want to project your own bullshit on your patients, so you have to go through. And she was like, you'd probably be pretty good at it, but you have to stay in therapy in order. So I might fucks with it.
Wait, do you have to be in active therapy while you're a therapist?
No, you have to go through extended period of therapy before you become
like a couple years.
I'm not really sure. I should ask her that. Yeah. I'm seeing her Wednesday, 3:30.
Yep.
So I'll I fucking hate going to see her, because I could talk to her for like hours.
Yeah. And could you pay for longer sessions?
No, dude. And that pisses, because of what she does for me, like,
right? The hookup.
Yeah, and also she's just really busy, and and she's
probably got mad clients.
Yeah, I appreciate it though.
Yeah,
so.
Thanks, Philly.
Thanks, Philly Muscle Cock.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Shout outs to
Did
Philly.
you tell her you were doing podcasts?
Oh yeah, I showed her.
Did you tell her you were doing splatter paints?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna paint or something.
Oh, like an actual painting?
Yeah, I might. Yeah. I'm not. I'm thinking about what I'm thinking about is taping. All right, so in the middle of the canvas, taping some sort of object, a flower or a heart or whatever, and then doing the splatter, ripping the tape off.
That'd be sick. So it'll be like a splatter.
Yeah, and then
splatter flower, and then the rest of it will be normal. Yeah, like a normal background.
Yeah, or vice versa.
Vice versa. Yeah,
splatter
that'd
background,
be cool.
and then normal painted whatever.
So I was watching someone on a live feed yesterday on Facebook, and they were doing acrylic pour paint. So they were pretty much just doing like what we do, but they were just like they were pouring. Like they had it in the solo cup like we do, and then they would like pour it on like the edge or like close to the edge,
and then they would pick the canvas up.
And like swirl it around, and then like let it drip off, like let the excess drip off.
Fucks with that.
And it like gave it like a cool like swirl effect and shit. Yeah,
let's fuck with it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I kind of want to do gloss. They have gloss paints too that make it look shinier.
Oh yeah,
I think we should fuck.
That'd be dope.
Dude, let's fucking.
I'll buy some.
What are you doing Wednesday?
I'll buy some paint or something, or like a canvas at least.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I have 2 canvases on deck, ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wednesday should work.
Maybe after, like, later in the day. Yeah, because I have an appointment at 3:30, and then I told Mom I'd fucking go out to lunch with her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I gotta, I love my mom, but she's a fucking bang. Fuck you, Mom. I'm getting fucking pissed off with you lately. I keep trying to come to your house, and you're fucking always with your gay boyfriend. No, I'm just kidding. He's okay.
Yeah.
He's not that bad, but that's
all right.
Yeah, but that's been annoying me a lot lately. Is that, she loves me and she calls me. I call her all the time and she talks to me, but I don't know. I feel like she's preoccupied with that whole fucking gay relationship or whatever the fuck she's got going on. But I know how my mom works.
She's getting more action than me and you combined.
Oh yeah, she's fucking getting.
Getting it in. I know, right? Well, let's not talk
about.
Sorry,
Karen, you're a nice woman. I love you.
Yeah.
I love you, Mom. You're a saint.
I'm just jealous.
You don't have sex. You just hover.
You glide.
You hover above the earth and you poop out rainbows
Gold nuggets
and flowers.
Dude, what do you think about bidets? The things that clean your butthole.
That was a weird transition.
I know, right?
What do you mean? Like,
have you ever used one?
No, I don't think so.
If you've used one, you would want one.
Really?
Yeah, they're fucking sweet, dude.
From what I understand, though, it's upsetting to have a wet asshole, especially if you have hair on your asshole.
Right, and I agree 100%, but most of them have little air dryers.
Oh, shit!
It just shoots a little stream of air up at your butthole, and not to mention you could always just hit it. You could just hit it with a fucking little but I guess that's like the standard over in like Europe and shit like that.
Why
yeah.
not just use a baby wipe, dude?
Oh, I have baby wipes. That's the next step down.
Step down?
Yeah.
Why isn't that a step up?
Because you want the thing that cleans your butthole.
Squirts up your butt?
Yeah, and it feels good too.
What would you go on a bidet that like shot like
a jet stream up your ass?
Like a
water dildo.
some girls is getting like fucking orgasms from the bidet.
Well, dude, when we stayed at Venture Suites last year, I think it was last year.
Who's we?
Me, Gage, and Kid
Gage
Brandon and Brandon's girlfriend.
That for, like, fucking couples do? We guys all.
Well, they did go up for like a couples thing, but then they invited us for the second night.
You engaged with the
we were the second couple, exactly. We were all in the hot tub,
Oh,
but this place was mad cool because all the rooms are like themed. Yeah. Like they have like a theme to them, and the one we were in was like a cave theme.
Oh boy!
So it looked like
ass spelunking. Oh no, you were spelunking, not ass spelunking. You were spelunking.
What is splunking?
A spelunking is I'm pretty sure the act of exploring caves. So an ass spelunker is someone who goes in your ass and explores.
Yeah, that's what we were doing, and exploring each other's asses. And
oh Jesus, in the cave?
Yeah,
that's like double. That's double. Like ass spelunking in a spelunking.
Ass inception.
Ass inception.
But yeah, it looked like the Flintstones, like the cave, like
really?
Yeah, everything was like looked like it was like from the set of a Flintstones movie.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah, there was dinosaur bones like embedded in the fucking walls, and it's mad expensive to stay there. And they had a hot tub right in the room, like it was like built into the floor.
Oh really?
Yeah, you could just like hop right in. It was all tiled floor and everything. And then they had like little mini like rooms that you had to like crawl into, and then it would like go into like a big room where you could just like hang out or like smoke a weed in there and shit.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's fucking sad? I just had this epiphany. That sounds fun to me only if I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And I need to change that about my life, dude. I don't know why, but like that only sounds fun to me if I'm doing drugs.
And we were.
Yeah, I bet you were.
We were doing Molly and mushrooms.
Oh boy.
I felt like
I
felt like I was literally ass spelunking, like for real. Like when I left there, I felt like I had been living in a cave for
you felt
fucking
like you
the
were
whole night.
fucking Fred Flintstone.
And that was the last night I drank alcohol too.
CJ Flintstone.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Rip
to the licks.
Rip Flintstone.
Rip licks.
What are your plans for the rest of the week? Got lots of work.
Yeah, a lot of work. It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm gonna do a couple quotes. Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple quotes and then try to get my diesel truck inspected. The plow truck.
What happened last time? They weren't fucking open when you went to go get it inspected?
No, they were fucking jerking me
registered,
around.
Right?
Oh yeah, that was when it was voting day, and then they wouldn't inspect it at the place that I get my alignment at because of some bullshit reasons. So I'm going to go to this fucking dude that Rick Tobin knows.
Yeah.
But I got to go later on in the day because he fucking works.
Dick.
But once I get that fucking done, then I'll be styling.
I feel it.
But I got, mad cleanups lined up.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I'm pretty much booked all the way out.
Fuck yeah,
the whole
dude.
month, yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking smoke rocks.
Dude,
I'm not scheduling shit on the weekends either.
Good.
Yeah, fuck them.
That noise.
Right?
I need my relax. Dude, I have 2 days off this week for the first time,
nice.
And I don't fucking know when.
So are you going to put in more than 40
Monday and
hours
Wednesday off
this week?
Yeah, fuck yeah. But I'll, like just 40 and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
Yeah, because you did it for...
Dude, I've been working 50-hour weeks for fucking, God knows how long, and I've had enough of this shit. You know? It's just fucking annoying. Goddamn annoying.
I know. Never have time to do nothing.
I'm thinking about going to play a sesh when we...
Which kind?
Poker. I'm going to play some pokes.
Nice.
Thinking about it.
Nice. Are you going to play with Doug Poke?
No, I would play with Doug Poke if he'd let me, but he doesn't.
You couldn't play him in heads up?
No, fuck no. He plays for fucking thousands of dollars, dude. He doesn't give a shit. Who the fuck is he gonna play me for peanuts?
Like $12?
Yeah, just fucking...
He wouldn't do that.
No, fuck no.
That's not worth his time.
Definitely not. He's gonna steal my $12? I mean, I guess I have a chance of beating him. I'm not completely retarded.
Yeah,
but that's poker.
Right.
Yeah, the worst.
Do you think you have a better chance of beating him off?
Then beating him in poker? No, I could beat him in poker faster.
Before.
Yeah, he's not going to let me touch his dick. Why would he let me do that?
I don't know. You said that you could suck Garrett's dick.
No, I said I could fuck Garrett in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I bet you I could fuck Doug Polk in the ass too. No,
really?
No, I'm lying. This is all a facade. I'm not that confident.
A facade. A phallic facade.
Yo, you want to do no fap November for the rest of November?
That's what I have to say about no fap November. No fapping is like a drug too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it releases all kinds of fucking endorphins and whatnot.
It releases more than just endorphins.
Yeah, it does. But, yeah, it makes you feel good for about 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I hate about it. It's just like, it's all a bunch... It's just hyped up too much.
No, you gotta read the Karma Sutra.
I don't give a fuck.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
It's like the Indian...
Yeah, I know. And it's like spiritual
method of
sexuality.
Well, and it teaches you how to hold your...
positions.
Yeah, and how to hold your orgasm so, like, it feels like you're orgasming for longer.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking get that on Amazon.
You should. Get the fucking English and let me read that shit, because I need some pointers.
Yeah, but I mean, truthfully, that's why fucking...
Put a rubber band around your cock. That's the first lesson.
Is it?
Yeah, when you're jacking off.
Is this CJ's fucking
this is
Use new finish.
Charlie Sutra, yeah.
Jerk off with new finish and wrap a fucking rubber band around your testicles.
No, the new finish is in the disclaimer. The new finish says, no, do not use new finish.
Don't use new finish.
Because that's the knowledge that I'm giving these people.
Trial and error.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't use hard trial and error. Dick. You know what's funny is... In that episode where you admit to doing that, I didn't give you any shit for it. Like, I know. If you look at my face,
you were like, oh.
I was just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm about to go play a sesh, I think, and try to win some
Steal
monies.
everyone's money.
Yeah, I just like pissing people off.
Who's going to play? Peter Poke?
What?
Is Peter playing?
No, I'm going to go to fucking... card room in like Hampton Falls and play
Holy
for like hundreds of dollars, my nigga.
Dude, you gotta be careful.
What's that?
Be careful.
Why?
I just don't want you to lose hundreds of dollars.
Hey, it's the risk you take, man.
How much money are you gonna put up?
200.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I'm gonna bring 500 with me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I'm gonna roll it, see how it goes. You know, that's what we do.
Luck.
Yeah, I appreciate it, homeboy. What time is it?
55.
55 minutes. All right, you got any quick shout outs or fucking things to say before we wrap this fucking cunt up? Any shouts?
Not really.
No.
I'm thinking about getting Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would fucks with that. Honestly, I thought about getting it, but I got Soul Calibur. I don't know when it came out, maybe like a month ago, and I haven't been. I played it a little bit with Jimmy before I came over here, but dude, I haven't been playing fucking video games,
it
man,
just
at all.
doesn't appeal.
I don't know what's going. It bums me out, dude. It really does. Like ever since I fucking stopped drinking and doing the fucking medication, I'm just like, dude, I don't want to fucking. I took a nap today out of depression. Just fucking. I went to go talk to my mom. She wasn't home. Fucking drove home, laid in my bed, and I was just like depressed. And I was like watching YouTube videos, and I was like, "Fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna take a nap." Yeah. And that was like my day off. Like I'm like disappointed in myself. But
yeah, man, that's how it goes. Sometimes.
I don't know. I like taking naps now, though.
Me too.
I fucking love them. Fucking.
We like cat naps.
Dude, I love naps.
Mm-hmm.
I need to start going back to the gym though, for reals. I haven't been to the gym in like 5 days.
Damn, son.
Making me feel like shit. But yeah. I'm still 199, dude.
That's good.
Yeah,
keeping it under
185, dude. Got to get down to it. I'm looking forward to it.
You can do that shit.
We should. How long do you think it will take me if I try real hard? How long? To get down to 185.
January 29th.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, did I tell you I booked my flight too?
What?
Montana.
Month? What day?
I'm going January.
January.
Yeah,
what?
January 2nd to January 9th. Shout out to Emily.
Holy shit.
Fucking Montana, here I come.
Yeah,
I don't know what's in Montana. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going. We're about to find out. Yeah, so I'm a little excited.
Yeah, you'll have to fucking do some sightseeing and whatnot.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, she says it's really beautiful. So yeah. I'm looking forward to it, and I don't remember the last time I took a trip like this. So
I know, right?
Yeah. Most of the last trips I took were gambling and video game involved. That's about it. I mean, this trip is just kind of on a whim. I was just like, fucking, I want to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's only living in Montana for like the next, I don't know, 7 or 8 months, and then whatever she does as far as school is involved, like she only has so long to do it, and then she has to go to grad school or whatever. So she's only going to be there for so long. So I might as well go visit her there while she's still there.
And then where is she going after?
I don't know. She's going to have to fucking find a college or grad school to go to.
Yep.
You over there? You're sleepy? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's time to.
Well, I mean, I've been twerking all day.
I know. You know what's cool though? You've actually seemed like you were in decent spirits today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's because you're working.
Yeah, and because I was hanging out with someone, but yeah, it's definitely.
What do you mean hanging out with someone?
Well, like I mean, they were working with me.
Oh yeah, so you could like talk. And
yeah,
shit
exactly.
Like
so that helps the time go by.
Do you feel sadder when you have to do it by yourself?
Yeah, I get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
When I have to do everything by myself.
Man,
so
maybe when the next season comes around, I'll start dividing my time a little bit more.
Yeah.
We can do it together. I still want to hold my managerial position.
Definitely.
That looks fucking good on my fucking resume, but I can probably make more money working with you, or close to it.
Yeah, I mean, you're making a decent buck there, but you do get, we got Uncle Sam dipping in and whatnot, so.
Uncle Sam touching my
Fuck
booty.
him, I hate him.
Fuck off.
All right,
let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's
Thanks
wrap
for
it.
tuning
Tap
in,
it. Thanks, guys.
Episode 6. Go fuck yourself, die in a fire.
Yep.
See you next fucking episode 7, probably on Monday. Eat shit, die, fuck you.
All right, see ya.